Okay, and then if you go back to here, I'm recording. You go to articles. Okay, here's all the functions in AZMET R, which automatically acquire the data. I got my air temp, max and min. I got my preset, my ETO, my wind, my relative humidity minimum, and my date day of year. Why didn't I get my relative humidity maximum? Because I'm using it in my model and I'm just getting the ET from AZMET. I'm not trying to calculate it. But I have other calculations I need to do with this data. Okay, and then what's really nice is it's automatically going to put column titles like this, but these are terrible column titles. So what you can do is you can change the call names. Notice I'm getting this daily range. I'm putting it into this array called updated weather. And it might be a pandas data frame, but I don't think so. Anyway, I can use the call names function. I can change all the call names to the call names I want. Okay. And then here I've called this one ETO millimeters, my ETO Penman Monteith. And I think I want it in millimeters. I can't remember. But so I can multiply this ETO term by 0.001. Oh, I guess I want it in meters because I'm multiplying it by 0.001. So I want it in meters because my model works in meters. And then it'll write the Excel file, new weather 2. Now, the thing about R that's really nice is you can run one line at a time. So like this time I'll probably have to install no, I'm going to try to run it without installing packages because I think I already did, but we'll see. Maybe because it's a new session, I will have to do, and then new weather 2 is over here. And if I click it and if I view the file, it'll show here. And there's the file. So I've got 2025, highlight the code, and you click run. After you've installed all this stuff, you can just highlight this part of the code because that's all you need to run. So R is really nice that way.